I'm joined today with Lamavada United players John Butcher, Ruairi Boorman, and Tiarnan Boorman. How are you, lads?
All good.
Good.
Man.
So, lads, you went from winning the treble last season with the club. Now, this season, you are playing the Championship and then been representing Northern Ireland in the Regions Cup. John, tell me a wee bit about your journey and how you got there where you are now.
Just football journey in general.
Just your journey in general, how you got to
Right,
play for
so
Lamavada and then get the Northern Ireland.
played with Lombard youth my whole age group, or like the whole way up my youth career, and then I think I packed football in for like 2 years when I was like I think I was 14. No, about 15, then about 17, and I was down watching a match with my dad. My brother was playing a match, Thursday defender playing Gaelic, and Ross Rankin, the under 20 manager, came up to me and asked to sign for the under 20 team at the moment or at that time. And I says, I sure I gave it a go, and that's how I got back into football. And the end of that season, I got called up to Lombardy, the first team. It was League I technically at that stage. So I played there for about the end of the season, the end of that season. And then I don't know what happened. I just sort of, I didn't really feel like I could perform. I was like too wee or something. So I sort of stepped back and signed for Newton. And then I loved my time in Newton, and I got used to playing men's football regularly, like, so it really helped me. And then had a couple of good seasons in Newton, and then I signed back here. That's probably been the best thing I've ever done. Like the success, obviously, we had last year, and it's been classic.
So who you Rossi, do you think?
Don't tell him that. Ross Rankin's a big part to play in my football career for sure.
That's good. And Ray, tell me a wee bit about yours.
Well, first of all, start off at Berta Peacocks Club in Korean, which are now amalgamated with Korean FC, and now left them about 13, under 14, went to Korean, went right through to reserve football. Was at reserves for about 2.5 years, and it felt as if I wasn't getting a chance at first team level, and so I thought I'd take a step to men's football. And again, it was at the time it was League I was Lamavada manager. He approached me and Tiarnan about signing, and so I just thought I'd take a step to men's football, go and do it there and then. Didn't think I'd have the opportunity again, and it was COVID the time we signed, and we didn't really play much football. 3 games. I think it was actually three or four competitive games. I ended up getting injured as well, but at the time it was the right opportunity to go, the right choice. Now looking back, and say ever so I haven't looked back since, and say I think this is my 4th season now in the Valley, and I've loved every one of it since Owens come in. We've only kind of got stronger and stronger, and obviously now we're in the Championship, treble last year, but Championship now is a big step, but I think we're doing all right so far.
And Tiarnan, last but not least, yourself.
Well, believe it or not, it's the exact same as Ruairi. Berta Peacocks, and then 13, 14 moved on to Korean, and the reserve level, same as Ruairi, just thought we weren't getting the chance that we thought we wanted anyway in the first team, and we just moved on to senior football and haven't looked back since.
And then Tiarnan, just getting the opportunity and being called up then to represent Northern Ireland in the Regions Cup, how did that make you feel?
At the time, it was brilliant, when we were hemming and hawing going up, and last year was the trials and stuff, and I ended up getting injured last year. Was out for a good few weeks anyway. Obviously, Owensy wasn't too pleased with that, but at the time I was very annoyed and frustrated. But obviously, when the time came the following year for the competition, they still wanted us all back up, and it was a good opportunity, and I'm thankful now that we done it. And good time, good memories.
And then John, just on that, how did the rest of the squad feel, or when they found out that the 3 of you got called up, and how did Paul Owens feel about it, having 3 of his players getting to get to that level?
I suppose it was sort of like we didn't really expect to get to Switzerland, did we?
No,
because the way it works is the Western region will play off against the Eastern region, and what is it like? That's the second time.
Second time in
so many years.
8 years, 10 years.
It's over 10 years. The second time, so we were sort of going up. It was good to be selected to go up and play the match, the playoff match, but we didn't really because obviously if you're playing in the Eastern region, you have there's a bigger selection for players. where like down in the northwest, there's only us and Stewart. Derby at the time we're in the championship. We're all down in the East Seoul championship, and so but we went on. We won 3-0, and we were all buzzing then. Like the lads were buzzing for us. Of course, like it was, and as Tiarnan says, it was a great experience being away. It was great fun.
And then, Rory, how do you feel playing for Limavady United has helped you get to that level as well?
Oh, massively. I think that's one of the main reasons I say is since Paul Owens was come in, I think it's been madness. The probably you could say the same for all three of us since he's come in. The where we've gone from, the progress from there at the start to now is probably night and day, really. But I would say it wasn't too best pleased when injuries started happening through it, but I'd say he's probably kind of thankful it's done now. But no, it was a good experience at the time. One to surely look back on.
And then, lads, just getting that opportunity to pack up your stuff, get on a flight, and go and play football in a different country, playing against players in different leagues. How does it feel to actually have experienced that opportunity?
It was brilliant because that's one of the things even me and Butcher were chatting about, even in the airport, everybody looking and saying who's that, what's that, and just walking in your NI gear and stuff, it's a bit, it's a bit different, and it was a good feeling. But no,
it was just like as mad as it sounds, it wasn't really. At the time, I was more looking forward to getting away with the lads for the crack. Obviously, me and Tiarnan stayed in a room together, and Ruairi stayed in a room with Niall Phelan, and we also, it was unreal. It was just like, obviously the football was good, but the crack was even better. I wish I could go back now.
I think that was one of the more main things was
looking forward to.
I was more the crack and everything about football was good and all that there, but it was a crack.
It was it was a new experience being like, because it was really like a full-time professional football experience, like
100%,
and something we had never experienced before. So it was a change, like, but it was really good.
Now, what was it like just mixing then, going on and playing with players that are maybe at a different club or you've very rarely played with, and just having to adapt and not having the same players behind you every week?
We were saying that there was a couple of boys the time we played Switzerland. There was a couple of boys that were on pros with only maybe 3 or 4 years ago. I guess you have to have 2 years.
2 years
to clear before you play in that competition. But no, there's a few boys that they're pro. You can tell the difference. You can tell they've been playing a full time environment most of their lives, and definitely with that there with the Switzerland, Republic of Ireland not so much. They were more amateur football, but again, there were still some top quality players. You could tell they have a bit about them, and they could definitely play championship, if not even premiership. But you could probably say the same.
Even in our team as well, even in the NI team as well, like some of the players are obviously a great standard, and it was different. Obviously looking beside you and not seeing the likes of Crowner and seeing boys in front of you, it's different, and they want to play this way, and obviously you want to play a different way because obviously the way Owensy coaches is different to what other boys have coached, but no, it was good adjusting to a different system and that.
And on the football side of it, what was it like having to adapt to playing a different style of football with a national team as opposed to playing under Paul Owens? Was there a big challenge there that you felt it was difficult to overcome?
I wouldn't say it was don't get me wrong, it was difficult at times actually, but it was frustrating more than anything. But it was trying to get people on the same wavelength as ourselves in a way. But once we all kind of clicked together, definitely it was far better for us all. You could tell that in the first game, where there was boys wanting to pull this way, boys wanting to pull that way, and it kind of didn't click at times. But as we went on,
as the week went
on, you could tell it was getting better. But that's what it was. We were only together for what I think it was
a few weeks,
4 or 5 weeks training wise, and it was always going to take time. Whereas like we're training 2 nights a week for a full season. That's, you can see, it'll be a bit easier. But it was nice to adapt and change. It was change culture, and as say over there, it was just a complete change of culture altogether. It was difficult, frustrating at the start with food and all, but we got there.
Pasta.
Oh,
and
really?
I haven't had pasta since.
Neither have I.
Swear to God,
I don't want it either.
And John, you first of all, what was the best moment about the time in Switzerland? It can be something to do with football, or it can be something outside of football. What was the best moment in Switzerland?
I don't know. We all went into Geneva. We got
good, quiet.
It's quiet.
there was the night out at the end was really good. Like, we had a night out in Geneva, we went in, and that was good. But there was another time we went in, the first time we went into Geneva, and during the day, and just sort of got to walk about the place. Or the match, we went to watch a match in the Swiss Premiership, and that was really good. That would probably be the standout one.
It's good, definitely. I was probably say the same. The match watching there was a Swiss Premiership, so it was some
Good standard.
the atmosphere between the fans are not ways to be honest, completely different over here. So it was, but it was
a wee bit louder, and James banging the drum out there on Saturday. A wee bit louder.
Good experience, anyway.
And just taking away from it, what's the one thing as a player each of you have taken away from playing in the Regions Cup? If there's one thing that you could say you've took away from it, what would it be?
Thing of football wise.
I think it was more. You're probably taking away the experience and say the whole thing. If I was, people say about the regret going, definitely not, because you got the whole experience of the full time environment type of thing. But
playing with different players and stuff as well. You know, obviously you're making friends as well at the same time, and it was great to play. You know, against different boys and who play at a good standard. You know, as you can tell, and that was good.
I agree with them boys on that one there.
Just lastly, fellas, I'm not sure if you've seen the video, but there's currently a goal a month video up due to end. If you've seen the goals, what goal individually would you have picked as the winner? You can go last, John.
John, you can go last. Right, go ahead there. You off the top of your head?
That's probably John Butcher versus Welders.
Really?
That's for me.
I'll have to go with John Boy. I'll have to go out on there. Standout moment.
And John, what one do you pick?
John Butcher.
John Butcher. Lads, thank you very much for this. I appreciate it. And hopefully you'll get to represent them going forward again.
Thanks, man.